Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Israel's Minister of the Transportation announced that a planned train station in Jerusalem will be named for President Donald Trump to honor his bold decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Transportation Minister Israel Katz is planning to extend a rail system from Tel Aviv into Jerusalem, including 2 underground stations in the capital city. One will be in an area of the Old City referred to as the Jewish Quarter. Katz intends to name the planned station near the Western Wall after America's 45th president. The Western Wall is part of the structure that once held Jerusalem's Holy Temple, which was destroyed by the Romans in AD 70. The Western Wall is the holiest place for the Jewish people, and I have decided to name the train station that leads to it after President Trump, following his historic and brave decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of the State of Israel, said Katz. President Trump announced on December 6 that the United States would henceforth recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and move the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv, the coastal city that serves as Israel's primary commercial hub, to the ancient city that served as Israel's capital for more than 1,000 years, beginning with King David and his son, King Solomon. In doing so, President Trump kept a campaign promise that he made in 2016, a promise also made by 3 other U.S. presidents in recent decades, but which no prior president was willing to fulfill. In May, President Trump also became the first sitting U.S. president to visit the Western Wall when he traveled to Israel, one of a reported 11 million tourists to do so each year. Trump Station will be walking distance to a number of Jewish and Christian holy sites, in addition to the Temple Mount. Israel has been building a rail line between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem since 2001, and Katz has recently approved excavations for the planned section of that line that will go underground in Jerusalem. Katz's plan is in its initial planning stages. However, he is reportedly expediting the project by designating it a national priority for Israel so that it can be started in the next year. These construction activities can be delayed, however, if construction workers uncover historic artifacts during the dig. Jerusalem was restored as the de facto capital of Israel after the Jewish people regained control of the city in 1967, for the first time in roughly 2,000 years. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the Knesset, the Israeli legislature, and the rest of the Israeli government operate out of Jerusalem. Israel has recently reciprocated the strong show of American support from President Trump and his allies in other ways, as well. Netanyahu is reinforcing President Trump's personal goal of leading Americans to feel comfortable saying Merry Christmas again, sending a message that Netanyahu is very proud that people say Merry Christmas in Israel and even offering to give guided tours to Christian pilgrims who visit Jerusalem during future Christmases. President Trump's unapologetic support for Israel, coupled with Netanyahu's eloquent and dynamic expressions of friendship for America, create a potential for strengthening alliances between American Christians and the Jewish citizens of the Holy Land. Katz's announcement regarding the train station may be a sign of the American-Israeli friendship progressing to a new level. President Trump's decision may prove a tipping point for the status of Jerusalem. Following his lead, at least 10 more nations are now considering moving their embassies to Jerusalem as well. Like us on Facebook. Together we will make America great again.